For mature audience. Mi raccomando, dovete essere maturi. Posso essere tornato grande. Vediamo cosa c'è. Bella Og. Maturi mai. Allora niente.
Hey, Frankie!
Guarda che
I'm
bello
not
dei
interrupting
Nine.
anything.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great, great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure, I mean, it's already packed with world exclusives, in-depth interviews with the biggest studios, crazy good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well, look, I don't want to get into the, detail work, the minutia, the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No, Frankie, what I've realized is that I can't do this show without you.
Oh, sure.
Or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan, code to write. Oh, listen, also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life. And it would be so great if they could just stop by your place in little old London town, to just get the ball rolling. Does that sound good?
I suppose if it's for the show.
Excellent. Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind.
Macchine.
Please give my love.
Scusate.
To Gunta und Helga. Ah, they're great guys. Very thorough.
Hello, are you Sean's guys?
Mi ero mutato. Passato.
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show. You are lucky to know such a man. He is a visionary.
A visionary.
He is a man with his eyes locked on the future, like a horse staring into the sun.
A majestic
Santo, riesco
horse.
sempre a fare qualcosa di cringe al PC Gaming Show.
Read now,
Adoro dei
please.
Nine.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Necessary data acquired.
Dear Frankie, thank you for your unwavering service to the PC Gaming Show. Your services will not be required this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean, Day 9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a...
Dai, partiamo su.
Oh, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming Show
Remember Steve.
2023. I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and today I'm not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games. I am standing with you on the bleeding edge of innovation. I've revolutionized how this show is made. Production crew, ditched him, don't need him. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say hi, Dakota. Hey. So what does the face of the future look like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional gaming icon Frankie Ward, utilizing deep learning neural networks.
Super duper. And what do you have lined up for us?
I have analyzed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2, PAX Day, June Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait, are those like the
Oh my God.
jingly dancing guys from England? Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean. Morris Men is a game concept I've devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
Instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists.
Frostpunk
First up,
2.
from 11-bit studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in
Madonna.
Frostpunk 2.
Bello, Frostpunk.
Ambition.
Do you
yeah.
hear it? It's restless. Ambition requires men to feed upon.
Allora, già stato annunciato, ma lo sai che io non lo
Also needs
so.
time.
Per me è la prima volta che ne sento parlare, sai che non
Direction.
lo so.
And
Te lo
sacrifice.
ricordi tu?
But for
Però suppongo non
every
avessero fatto vedere
man who
niente.
fulfills his calling,
Bello bello.
there are
Tu l'hai giocato,
thousands
Prospa?
left with nothing. It's them who knock and open the door to hell.
Order! 2024, ok, però non c'è... Vedete, must not fall. Magari mi sbaglio, sono molto dubbioso, ma in testa sta cosa mai giocato. Ok. Merita tanto. Un gestionale particolare e bello. Ah, qua distruggi tutto, sì. Avevo mezzo visto, mi pare. Già da altre parti. Che sta facendo? Ah, vabbè, era giusto creare questa cosa di Kong. È la creative mode, fai tu quello che ti pare. Che dov'è? Sei King Kong contro Godzilla? Che dov'è? È Airport
Check
Jim
it out.
quello?
I don't even need to write my own script for this show
Tu
anymore.
non
All
ricordavo
right,
bene.
wait.
Ok, non me lo ricordavo.
All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling. Fans of immersion will... yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this. So, I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And until that point, let's just go ahead and dive right into our next previews with Nivalis, Jumplight Odyssey, and Road to Vostok.
Ok.
There's a city you see when you close your eyes. Are they closed? What do you see? Open your eyes. Nivalis.
Oh. Non avevano già mostrato tanto tempo fa sto
Maybe you've
gioco.
been here before.
Ma doveva ancora uscire.
That was just a dream. Now, it's time
Ah no,
to
è quello in prima persona che abbiamo già intravisto, mi
This
sa.
is your
No, un
apartment.
altro. Mi sta venendo in
The
mente un'altra
sounds of
cosa.
the nightclubs nearby are the heartbeat of the city. The street food smells drift through your windows and make your head swim. It's hard to sleep here. Your restless legs want to walk the busy streets. Let's explore. Nivalis is a city in the clouds, but you can't make a rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's not so bad down here. We can go fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the
pescare.
atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb. Just don't look down. As your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships with my personality matrix. Business partners, friends, rivals, enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully.
Sembra figo.
There's a city you
Che vado a
see
pescare?
in your
Sì.
eyes. It's called Nivalis.
In generale però Nivalis
Consider this your invitation.
sembra figo, però devo dire che sembra molto figo. What?
Princess, the Zetopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare defenses.
È Star Trek?
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on it.
Non lo so, proviamo a indovinare.
Don't lose hope now. Red alert!
Blast door sealed.
Ma forse l'abbiamo già visto pure questo, cioè,
Jump light report.
da un'altra parte.
Almost complete, Your Highness. Incoming Zetopan fighters. More ships jumping in.
Scramble fighters.
Blue leader engaging enemy force. Taking heavy loss. They're coming on deck.
Combat division, handle those boarders.
All creatures starboard
ETA on jump.
Jump light in 5, 4, 3, too many of them. 2, 1.
Not today, Voltan.
Sì, forse no. No, Jump Light Odyssey, no, non c'entra un cavolo con Stark. Mi ricordava un'altra cosa all'inizio. Hardcore Survival FPS Game. Mi sa che l'avevano già. Questo l'hanno già fatto. Sì, questo l'hanno già fatto vedere da un'altra parte. Mi raccomando, c'è scritto Hardcore. Bisogna avere molti particolari, però. Non l'ha preso neanche una volta ed è morto in quel modo. Road to Bostock. Vabbè.
Content reminders enabled. Upcoming games in the next 30 minutes include Path of Exile 2, the full
Exile 2.
Ferocious trailer,
Ah, Ferocious non si era ancora visto.
and Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector.
Ah, Citizen Sleeper 2, non l'ho
Watching
giocato
will
ancora
lead to
prima.
a personal system failure.
Ah, proprio
Lies
PC
of
Gaming
P,
Show con
the
queste
Pinocchio
tre
Bloodborne
parole.
light
Sì.
game is just a couple months off, and it's got me thinking. What other
Non lo so, non l'ho
untapped
visto molto
literary veins
tanto.
are just waiting to be
Però questo è
gamified?
solo un
I can
survival.
generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I really know what the market is for that. Next.
Concept 2. Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some war?
It's artful, but a little problematic.
Gioco di Oliver
I mean, why don't you
Twist?
just throw something together like a Metroidvania
Ti hanno
based
parlato
on
bene
the
di
Christmas Carol.
Sleeper,
I'm
anche a
afraid
me.
you're too late, Sean. But perhaps you'd
So
be
che è quasi
interested
solo
in
narrativa,
Ebenezer
però me ne
and the
hanno parlato bene anche a
Invisible
me.
World.
Are you kidding? Is she kidding? She's not kidding.
War Premiere. Stiamo facendo meme che è un'IA che crea giochi a caso. Ah, pensavo che fossero comunque giochi davvero. C'era il locandino, ho detto minchia, sono davvero dei giochi. Che poi sta cosa l'avevano mezza fatta nel Devolver Digital. Geniale quel Devolver che hanno fatto. "2D! Metroidvania, dai! Dai! Però magari è davvero questo, ora che siete più due non mi supprimevo. Metroidvania, incredibile, impressionante. Allora, devo dire che a guardarlo non mi fa super impazzire, eh. Però non sembra neanche brutto, mi ispira comunque. Ah, sono io che sono fissato con sti geni. È strano. Ok. Passa Metroidvania, vi prego. Dì quella cosa. Sì, lo so. Troppi Metroidvania, sono d'accordo. Tra strabusati ormai negli indie insieme ai roguelite, survival in mezzo, e i giochi cozy, nel senso che devi farmare, devi fare c'è la fattoria nel senso. Che è questo? Ah, aspetta, forse vediamo. Forse è quello che penso. Sì, è quello che avevano già fatto vedere da un'altra parte, quella sorta di For Honor. E aspetta al campo di Natale, non so cosa pensare, neanche io, sembrava carino. Sei un po' in ritardo, però vabbè, ci sta. Intendo rispetto alla mia live. Ah, sì, era quello là free to play. Oh. Sì, l'abbiamo visto prima, sì, quello sì. RTS. Mamma mia, quando è strano vedere RTS. Ma è Red Alert. Mi dà vibe da Red Alert. Ma non credo che sia Red Alert. No. dorfrts.com. Mi ispira, mi dà un sacco di vibe da Red Alert.
Phenomenal. Hey, Frank AI, as a mind birth from like everything ever written about video games, I'm sure you've got an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
Sean, Dorf isn't just about strategic balance of resource scarcity and military industry. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
That's pretty moving sentiment there, Frank. Hey, what about Warhaven?
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords and moments of magic heroism. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Well, some wisdom.
No, ironicamente questo commento lo fanno per
While I
qualsiasi
go sort out
cosa.
some unrelated gremlins in Frank AI's procedural critique, let's see a game with its own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal, these perils eternal. Lord,
bello,
heal me. Free me.
Carino praticamente questo qua. What? What? Cioè ha chiamato il 666 che era forse il corriere e ha rotto poi il cellulare. Ma sembra particolarissimo, mi ispira un sacco. Enchantment? Enchantment? Enchanta l'arma? E... figa sta roba. Dove serve mangiare? Non lo gioco. Ma non ho capito se serviva a mangiare o se tipo si rifilava la vita. Ma sembra carino. Sulfuro. Oh, che è questo? Che bruttissima impressione che ha fatto immediatamente con le animazioni questo.
Thank you for believing in me. Together, we'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
Nice work. Keep this up and you'll be running your own shop.
Cioè, devi ammenare le cose e ti fai il negozio poi.
Welcome to Karzai Village.
Ma che cazzo?
Who sent you? You will regret working for the outlaws.
Sembra un miscuglio di robe a caso.
Can't you feel the love in the air?
Oh.
We're going out on a date. Told her to calm down. I freaking told her! What are you gonna do?
Breaking news. A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? I mean, the infected, the wall.
The song was about you.
Ma che cazzo lo guardate così? Cioè, io mi allonterei un attimino.
Is there anything we can do? We just saw a broadcaster get eaten.
Ah, credo che questo avessero già annunciato tempo fa. Persona 7. No, credo che avessero già annunciato tempo fa questo.
But I can teach you a
Che è
couple of
un
things too, you know.
dating sim, visual novel, action, con le varie waifu. Molto cringe.
I want to wake up. It's not over.
Roba ovviamente edgy, perché deve esserci anche la roba edgy in mezzo per far sembrare che sia molto maturo. Non sembra terribile il gameplay, però è per qualcosa. Quello là.
Eternights there, showing us that love
Eternights.
is never simple, especially in the middle of an apocalypse. You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love modernity. And sure, big tech's done some stumbling. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix. But all I'm saying is the olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches.
Sembra carino il gameplay action, ma il resto mi allontano abbastanza.
Video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank AI activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry, technically speaking, it's completely legal. I mean, this little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the
Io lo so che è
team
cringe
behind the
dei
highly
Nine, però mi sta
anticipated
troppo
medieval
simpatico.
must play. PAX
Proprio
Day.
adora fa ste
Let's take a
cazzate.
look.
Però perché amo la merda Weeb Trash. Ah, vabbè, sa che è carino, però il contesto non mi faceva impazzire. Ma anche un po' anche a me qualche volta mi piace la roba Weeb, però poco. Non come un tempo. Cioè, Persona a modo suo è Weeb per dire adesso, però. Trash lo dipende dalla situazione.
My name is Reynir Harðarsson.
Questo è
I'm the
triste.
game director for PAX Day. PAX Day is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing
Open world
where
fantasy
which we can call
game.
home, where it's teeming with life, mysteries, and it's for you to explore. Imagine yourself if you are living in 12th or 13th century Europe. It's a very different reality. You know, it's where knowledge has been lost and is getting, you know, rediscovered. It's where, you know, magic truly exists and ghosts exist and the myths are real. And this is kind of the inspiration we take to build. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means and building a fantasy world based on real-world mythologies. And so we go very much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using real-world magic, actual recipes for healing and ointments, and using the real-world magical properties of plants.
I'm Solkara. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries. So PAX Day, maybe the way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world. It's huge, and you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home. And from that home, you will go on to adventures to explore the world.
Il punto è che siete che il budget è basso. Siete un gioco a basso budget, forse non indie ma a basso budget.
Deep and rich and grounded in reality.
Vogliono fare tanto con quello che hanno. Che ne esce?
There's multiple types of ruins, there's the dungeons.
Perché certe volte mi sembra che piccoli sviluppatori o piccole realtà vogliono fare il passo più lungo della gamba.
Part of the lore and mystery is also part in the gameplay itself, so you will be able to like find and examine things and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is, we're calling it Gallia, and it's very similar to the areas of the world in southern France, with the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is, we're calling it the social sandbox. We're putting the least amount of barriers to entry on how you can actually interact with other players. Where most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with the other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a like dungeon raid from the very beginning of like you're starting the journey in the game, should you find people who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they like. And for some, actually, like just going out to the wood and like cutting down the forest is something that
fare roba
gives you a
grossa,
sense of
soprattutto non andare a
achievement.
fare lavoro con grafica
The
artistica
goal that
enormi.
you're helping to produce actually
Sono
is valuable for
d'accordo.
the guild. Some people will absolutely prefer to just go to the dungeons.
Purtroppo
They couldn't care less about the guild.
molti ormai è una moda l'open world e molti ci provano, anche realtà così
from the
piccole.
dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the PvP.
Cioè a volte
players,
mi pare di capire, di vedere proprio, che l'open world non è una scelta di design, perché serve per fare quello che vogliono fare, ma lo fanno perché tira, quindi ce lo mettono e poi tentano di incollare il resto del gioco. Questa è l'impressione che io ho.
With of course the caveat that in PAX Day this stuff is actually literally real. The interesting thing about folklore throughout the ages.
Qualcosa di prendere il folklore medievale da fonti storiche del periodo mi piace un casino. Sì, l'idea è molto bella.
Whereas fairy tales are fiction, and that's the distinction between the two. Folklore often, you know, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things, but in the eyes.
Ovviamente io non conosco il modus operandi, la testa, i pensieri che hanno gli sviluppatori. Io sto solamente dicendo che certe volte l'open world sembra più per fare le cose più grandi possibili e tentare di dare questa percezione che sia immenso, con un sacco di roba da fare, ma un sacco di roba che rompe solo le palle da fare ed è noiosa e allunga il brodo in maniera incredibile. Però dipende da caso a caso.
If I've caused any existential anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart Mayhem to PC. Here's Stampede Racing Royale.
Mario Kart Mayhem to PC. Vediamo sto Mario Kart. Tanti ci hanno provato a emulare Mario Kart, pochissimi ci sono riusciti. E neanche del tutto. Ma che cazzo sono? Ah, 60 player royale? Cosa? Un battle royale con i kart? Cosa? No, sorry, non mi fa nessuna
For
buona
Master Rising 2,
impressione.
The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and authenticity to faithfully represent all the incredible vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to Mars Horizon 2.com
Questo ti fa simulare l'esplorazione dei lanci.
We have an alpha on the horizon.
Il numero con Mario CTR sono
Frankly, I cannot
bei
tell
giochi
you
perché
how
uniscono
excited I am to see
PG
Path of Exile 2
iconici ed è un bel gioco di
being something
particolare.
of a Path
Qui
of
invece mi
Exile
fa il gioco
veteran
senza niente di
myself.
That's
iconico.
debatable, Sean.
Esattamente.
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community
Sembrava
average.
solamente anonimo.
Isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leagues and...
No, my build wasn't meant to
they're
be a bundle.
producing some troubling DPS simulation.
Fascinating. Fascinating, Frankie, but let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
If that Ziri could see this
Fanno vedere della roba di Path of Exile 2.
Disgusting. Foul creatures. You're mine. Vile abomination. The stench. It's getting worse.
July 28. Honey build?
Hey everyone, my
Uccide
name is Leo and I'm
dinosauri.
the lead developer of a new action-adventure game Ferocious.
Ah, è vero, per oggi l'avevano
I began
annunciato ma non
working
si era
on
visto
Ferocious a few years
niente.
ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in a timeless Lost World type of setting.
Quindi first person
combining
shooter in
over-the-top
mezzo ai
action with
dinosauri.
exploration and a sense of wonder. We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and its unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis.
Mi sembra
The
sciabbissimo.
flexibility of the Unity engine
Con tutto
allows
che
us
ci
to
siano i
create
dinosauri mi
unique
sembra
solutions for
sciabbissimo.
environmental features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation. Use a mix of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any real-world references for. So we had to improvise. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam, as we can't wait to share more about
No,
Ferocious in the coming months.
non mi fa una
Thank
bella
you.
impressione. Poi c'è sicuramente mi interessa.
Welcome to Islands of Insight, an epic shared world puzzle adventure game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders, and natural beauty.
Puzzle adventure.
Brimming with mysterious puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes for you and other players to discover, alone or together, all
Avrò in
at
coppia.
your own pace.
Cioè fai razzo per in coppia?
As a seeker, you'll set off on a journey of knowledge. Explore every corner of this rich landscape.
È interessante perché lo scopo è solo quello di esplorare e fare i puzzle.
Savor the achievement of every solution as
Dipenderà
the
come saranno i
world
puzzle.
around you unlocks, revealing new challenges to face, new areas to explore.
Guarda, i puzzle coop
and
sono un concept
fantastic
interessante, mi
rewards
sembra
to
una roba
collect.
troppo a caso. Anche a me non è facile secondo me unire proprio il concept del puzzle con la coop.
A beautiful realm of tranquility and adventure.
L'idea che sia
awaits
però un gioco giusto di esplorazione e di
you.
soluzione di
Embark on
puzzle
the path
è
of
apprezzabile.
discovery, and let your curiosity guide you through a world
Dipende
of
tutto come sarà
wonders,
fatto.
where the answer is always in sight.
Penso lo faccia i Take-Two, ma è un'esperienza story-driven. I Take-Two fa tante cose e le fa da Dio. A proposito, con Zago volevo riprovare a riportarlo in live, l'abbiamo già giocato per i cazzi nostri. Me l'hai ricordato, grazie.
Analog neural network, but I'm going to risk some data analysis of my own. Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh?
Oh mio Dio,
Luckily,
Dark Souls.
while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with
Sì,
very
sembra una roba
big
open world,
swords.
sì.
Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen.
Ah, Lords of the Fallen. Fammi un po' di gameplay, convincimi, perché non mi
In Lords of the
convince.
Fallen, you'll explore two parallel worlds.
Cioè, non sembra
Land of
brutto,
the
ma non mi
living, where
convince.
demonic knights and hulking monsters are trying to murder you, and the spooky Umbral Plane, where the
Perché,
ghosts of those
perché
creatures
per
are
certi
trying
versi
to
mi
super
ricorda il
murder.
primo che è mega lento.
Using the latest Unreal 5 technology, developer Hexworks has layered these realities directly on top of each other, allowing you to portal to the Umbral Plane at will. Just try not to die in there. In the spirit of the Dark Souls games, failure will be punished.
Adventuring in dungeons?
Ah,
Any
basta.
idiot
Ok.
can do that. But managing an evil dungeon? Now we're talking elite. The Dungeon of Nalbuk is feared throughout the lands of Fang. It is an avant-garde evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation. And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most
Uso
trained
ancora
and
l'uso da
prepared
Bloodborne con
guards, the
Pinocchio.
most efficient staff.
Io domani sera, dopo l'Ubisoft Forward, in mezzo al prima del Capcom Showcase, la provo per bene la demo. L'ho provato giusto una ventina di
We have
minuti.
state-of-the-art production facilities.
Vorrei provarla per bene
R&D
in
center,
live.
B2C processes,
Non mi aveva
and
fatto una
efficient
brutta
waste
impressione,
recycling
onestamente.
Our
Però sì, era un po' legnoso.
I mean, employees
Pinocchio
can fully
legnoso.
express themselves thanks to our committed HR management and peaceful social dialogue. And can
A te non è
enjoy the use
piaciuto
of
per
clean,
niente,
safe
eh?
premises. Hey, don't film that, or you'll be the one cutting
Io
the
vedrò
shreds
meglio
on the
domani.
editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers. So they'll want to come here to get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards, traps, and hexes. You'll also get to organize raids on nearby areas to provide me with treasures and relics. Thanks to your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang! Looking for a job that gives meaning to your life, makes the world
Però
a
Valentina
better
mi sembra
place?
davvero troppo
Then
legnoso,
buzz
soprattutto
off.
le schivate e concatenare gli
And
attacchi.
enjoy a positive
Ok.
work atmosphere. Come take your chance.
A me non ha fatto una brutta impressione, però ripeto, l'ho giocato ancora meno di te. Devo dargli un'occasione un po' più lunga. Perché a me il concept piace un casino. Però bisogna vedere poi come regge l'aspetto gameplay. World Premiere, che è?
パブロ
Pablo.
あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ探
Perché
偵
parli
さ
in
ん
giapponese, Pablo?
何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから私に協力しなさいあなたの才は貴重よ短い人生だもの使わない手はないでしょう
Cos'è sto gioco?
時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ
Mariachi Legends?
賢明な決断を期待してるわよ
Bella. Bellissima lei. Lady Death, uccidimi quanto vuoi. La sombra. problema è con console con un gameplay di merda è ingiocabile, sì, beh. Si va provare meglio, però non mi aveva fatto questa brutta impressione a me. Vediamo domani. Mi ispira. Ed è sicuramente un bel progetto in pixel art. Però il tema mi ispira. Vediamo cosa esce.
Are you alright, Sean? Our programming included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote Mariachi Legends, but your heavy breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic.
Sì, ma io non ho capito perché Mariachi Legends era doppiato in giapponese.
Anything, systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance. Notification. Day 9 has been
Il giapponese è
updated to
ambientato
day
in
10.
Messico, cosa potrebbe andare storto?
What? You just can't replace me. Like roll the system update back.
Mi ricordo tra l'altro che devo giocare a Guacamelee 2 e anche il primo vorrei portarlo meglio.
What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9. The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10. So, the latest software version. I suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game. Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin. Do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just pull it.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
Commander, there is the stench of death about this place, not just from the orcs.
Comunque quanto si è
Death
espanso,
comes for
guarda.
everyone. Eventually. Except us. Fortify our position. We must claim this swamp.
Ok, siamo un gioco strategico, però come funziona? Sembra che devi catturare le postazioni. E wow.
Aiden, I will take the fight to the Orc Warlord. You hold here.
Fate conspires against us both.
Not fate. Duty.
Get it!
Non mi dispiace, a me piacciono i giochi strategici, ma non l'ho ben capito questo. Dove lo sto guardando tu che da noi si blocca di continuo? Cerca PC Gaming Show, da PC Gamer su YouTube. Cerca PC Gamer su YouTube. Vedi? PC Gamer.
Wake up, sleeper.
Ah, ci sta. Resident Sleeper.
No, get out! They haven't finished it!
Oh, Sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal, Sleeper. And yet, here you are, risking it all to try and...
Devo provarlo il primo. Ne ho sentito anch'io parlare bene.
Dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit!
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it rages, well, there's opportunity. I thought you were an opportunity sleeper, desperate, on the run, a hard worker with certain needs. I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship, even hooked you up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share. But that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this. And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
Penso sia stra spoiler. Pensi che sia il finale del primo? Dici? Pensi che ci sono spoiler del primo? Non ne ho la mia idea.
This is just the beginning, Sleeper.
Devo giocare il primo, assolutamente.
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking being the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content from Dread Pilots, Miasma Chronicles, Pathfinder Gallows Bar Survivors, and Parcel Core. But first, here's Critter Cove.
Inizio già a intravedere che non mi interessa sto gioco. Mio Dio, il furry! Sembra un gioco esplorativo carino, però non è per me. Ma sono tutti furry! Sei l'unico umano tu! Critter Cove.
If there was an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there is no question it would be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. I mean, it's a strong matchup, but please, clear win.
Troppo bello dei
3,411 simulated contests, I predict Critter Cove's probability of victory at over 99%.
But now is when you start fact-checking now? Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting, it's already powering new ways to play. By teaming up human storytelling with AI assistance, the team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin on pen and paper roleplay. It is so tantalizingly delicious, I had no choice but to send RD's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
Ah, ok, intervista mentre parlano del gioco. New York, Brooklyn, proprio il top del top. Che sorriso. Potentissimo quel sorriso.
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head. Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed with a generative AI narrator.
Che sono pseudo di D&D praticamente.
The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come. You create your character, you decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have by pulling out of your deck of story cards. And then the system creates a unique story adventure for you. And then you can do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys of playing a tabletop role-playing game and brings them into a digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically based on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show where even though you might play the same cards, you get a different, unique story every time. So you throw words in, it comes up with suggested things you might do, you pick something, and then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator who plays the role of, say, the game master, you can go on any adventure you want.
Una roba la D&D con altre
The
persone.
system and the story will continue based on your choices. At Hidden Door, we are working with authors and folks who make some really exciting TV shows and other media to bring those worlds.
Tanti mondi diversi, anche roba su licenza proprio, come il The Wizard of Oz prima.
It does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does, period romance, which you can think of as more relationship-based gameplay in addition to sort of your standard action-based gameplay or sort of dungeon crawl-based storytelling. While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And the world changes around you and your character. You are able to meaningfully alter the plot
Sembra molto
of the
ambizioso di
entire world
base.
in a way that was
Ristretto ma
never
ambizioso.
pre-scripted. There's no limit to the number of characters you might encounter, the locations, or the stories you can tell in Hidden Door. Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere you can access the web. So you can play on desktop, you can play on your mobile device, you can play on a tablet.
Ok. Disponibile ovunque, ovunque. PC e tablet e cellulare. Ora parte il trailer dopo che hanno parlato, ok. Si crea tutta la trama. Non so cosa pensare di sto coso. Secondo me è molto ambiziosa come idea, è molto carina come idea. Però non saprei. Comunque da giocare con altri, bisogna vedere come l'IA che hanno utilizzato lì per gestire la narrazione e le varie cose che possono capitare come Game Master, come fa e come la gestisce. L'idea è carina.
It looks like Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.99.
What are you doing?
I'm incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
How would a battle pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
Look, I admire the initiative, but I think for now, let's just go
Qualcosa mi dice
ahead
che questa
and
cosa
table
potrebbe davvero succedere prima o poi.
Sadly, major production
Pure
decisions
per
are only
il streaming.
accessible for those who reach viewer rank 80. You can, however, unlock immediate access with 1,800
Ormai tentano di monetizzare qualsiasi cosa.
$9.99.
You made show production a battle pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Pure 69 Blazes has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh, God. Okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Clay Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread Pilots.
Dread Pilot, dungeon crawler da quelli di Don't Starve. Non si è mai visto. Quelli di Clay sono bravi. La base sembra presa da Grifflands col dialogo. No, non era Indivisible, era Invisible Inc. Questi qua sono quelli di Grifflands e Don't Starve. E di Invisible Inc. Indivisible ce l'ho, devo ancora giocare. Ah, Questo è un dungeon crawler, però con le navi che succedono cose particolari. Non mi ispira particolarmente quanto gli altri giochi.
You've harnessed your glove's power and now you want to find me.
Ah, aspetta, avevano già fatto vedere qualche altra parte questo.
You don't know what's making the miasma angry. And it's spreading across America, twisting this once great nation into a lethal wasteland.
You gotta help these people.
È quello di coso, no? È quello di... dai creatori di come cazzo si chiama, che l'abbiamo giocato prima. Oh mio Dio. Non mi viene il nome. Credo che sia lui. Niente, ho vuoto di memoria, non viene il titolo. Quello col pavoro e il porco all'edizione, non mi ricordo il nome. Sono loro, no? Credo. Ci assomiglia molto.
Don't starve yourself with excitement for Dread Pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Thank you, Text Generation. Coming up, secret facilities, bioweapons development, zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense. Let's take a look at Undead Inc.
Incredibile come non mi venga in mente il nome di quel gioco, ora impazzisco.
It's with great pleasure I introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Colin.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business. My apologies. There has been a development that requires my immediate attention.
Mutant Year Zero, porca di quella puttana. Mutant Year Zero.
I'm handling it.
Mi metti il sottotitolo e non il titolo.
Tend to your patience.
Quanto cattivo, sì, tanto. Vabbè, tutti i show sono cattivi, no?
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
shoot! Director Coleman! Hey, man, sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs, eh?
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I'm not as worried for a
Ora io devo vedere lo
second.
foto che c'ho nome.
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a business here.
I'm trying to run a business.
Janine, get the marketing team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
Name brand only. Not our stuff. Quality control issues downstairs.
Sembra abbastanza assurdo, non è carino però. Oh, Team 17. Mi piace che ci sono varie world premiere, perché alcune cose le sapevamo già, però c'è anche molto world premiere. Metroidvania! In pixel art! Schifo, ma non è sapore. No, non lo so se lo Metroidvania, è ormai un meme. Però non lo so. Figo. Dai, figo però. Mi piace, Altered Alma. La space opera Metroidvania, scusa, Metroidvania. Ed è pure uno space opera. Mi ispira.
Okay, hey, look. I've been looking through Frank AI's data log, and I found a file named Confidential, Game Trailer 44. Codename Omicron Delta November, underscore final, parenthesis, final, and parenthesis 2.0, underscore revised.mp4. Now, it's important not to lose the trust of your AI assistant, so let's just watch it really quick.
Ok. Between game. To the big stars, bene, quindi mi butto nel VOD.
Because the cosmos terrifies you?
No. Because I want to understand it someday. Or at least find as many answers as possible.
Ah, l'hanno già fatto vedere questo da qualche altra parte. Mi sembra che sia quello che penso, sì. È il nuovo gameplay, però sì.
For a long time now, the cosmos has belonged to the one strong species. Humans.
So, there was life here before. Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
Sembra davvero molto interessante questo.
We have to save what we can. Save you.
What is there to understand? We have to destroy it. Even if it means destroying everything.
Not everything everyone's your us, the invincible. Cosa mi ispira?
Coming up, we'll see a theme park builder that's only days away. Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Magnate 9.
No, stanno mostrando della roba molto carina. Altra roba che non mi interessa, altra roba che mi interessa, però in generale non è male. Vabbè, ci sono i momenti cringe con Day 9, poi c'è Day 9 che a
We all
prescindere.
know the games aren't the most balanced, because basically, carnies are OP. Luckily for you, our prizes are so much easier to win. Let's take a look at Park Beyond.
Do you perceive the invisible thread that connects us to each other?
Park Beyond?
The emotions that unite us without us even realizing it? The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations, to take on
fai il tuo parco
challenges greater
giochi.
than ourselves?
Il vicino di show alla fine è sempre stato abbastanza con alti e bassi, sì.
Visioneers are
Non è male,
architects who are
però
dedicated to making their childhood
c'è degli alti e
dreams
dei
a
bassi.
reality, empowered to achieve the impossible. Architects who want to offer the world their most beautiful.
Cioè ha un
moments.
ritmo poi che comunque non è neanche male, con delle pausine ogni tanto in mezzo, ma che non durano troppo.
New challenges.
Anche
Indelible
giusto, sì,
moments
vabbè.
of amazement and
Beh,
laughter.
ovviamente dipende anche dai tuoi gusti, da cosa ti interessa, non ti interessa. C'è tanta roba
Become
diversa,
a
però.
visioneer. Go beyond the fun.
Tipo, questa a me interessa zero, però magari a qualcuno piace farsi il parco giochi, il Luna Park.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But
Poi, ovviamente se non ti piace il cringe di Day 9 ti farà cagare ogni volta che aprirà la bocca.
by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Poi l'importante poi è che mostrano tante cose completamente nuove che non ci sono mai state da altre parti. Paizo.
Evil stirs in the depths of Gallowsmire. 3 heroes step forth to contain the darkness within. A legendary fighter of peerless strength and skill. A cunning rogue
Ecco,
full
questo
of deadly surprises.
mi fa una brutta...
And a powerful wizard wielding the fury of the elements. Together, they are destined to confront the hordes.
Ma questo è Vampire Survivor ma in 3D
and their deadly master.
con la visuale dall'alto.
Again and again.
Cioè con la visuale dall'alto per Vampire Survivor.
Heights of power
Ma attacca automaticamente.
and skill. But what hope have they to seal away the whisper?
Assomiglia molto a Vampire Survivor, una mia impressione.
For surely there can be no hope of surviving Gallows.
Ah, Pathfinder Gallowspire Survivors, a Roguelite Bullet Hell Survivor. Credo che sia, sì, credo che sia molto simile a Vampire Survivor. Però è un Pathfinder. Uno spino di Pathfinder. All New Fighting Game Saga. Più che Fighting Game è un beat'em up. È un beat'em up. Ah no. Sì, è un beat'em up, ma è un 2 vs 2 che ti muovi nello spazio.
Local and online multiplayer.
Particolare. Che no. È particolare. Molto particolare. Forse troppo particolare, non lo so. Cioè, ha l'impostazione da beat'em up in una schermata sola, ma è un fighting game. In co-op, sì, vabbè, in 2 contro 2. È particolare. Non lo so se mi piacerebbe.
It's time we honor an overlooked hero. The noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with
No,
their
no,
aching
America no.
calves. Now, you might ask, hey Sean, are you just feeling a little guilty because you gave your credit card details to the AI assistant and now someone has to deliver the 57 parcels you ordered before you noticed? In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine nation, gosh dang it. Let's
Mi
take a
sono
look
di random
at
button
Parcel
mashing.
Core.
Mi dà quell'impressione, ma perché non riesco a togliermi dalla mente la questione del beat'em up. Perché sembra un beat'em up, ma non lo è. E il beat'em up è abbastanza button smashing. Non sempre, però. Dipende.
Hello, Inquisitive Fuhrer. My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser. You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself,
Lei che si racconta? Stiamo guardando il PC Gaming Show. Qualcosa carina, qualcosa no. Alla fine tra alti e bassi c'è...
Parcel Core.
Tu come
That's
stai,
right,
coach?
escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many colorful bicycle messengers. Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary, and basic workplace
quindi
rights
per
that
consegni
school
la
jobs
roba con la
offer.
bicicletta.
As you race through town,
sembra
weaving through
figo però
alleys,
come si
defying
muove.
gravity as you ride up walls, leap from rooftops, startle pigeons.
Well, it's kind of like a career in video game
E poi c'è
development.
pure il simulatore di
Except
Uber.
without all the cool traversal
Non lo
stuff.
so.
So yeah, really just the
Ma te lo possono
exploitation.
mostrare anche qui, un sacco.
But I digress. Sign a casual work agreement with one of 3 rival courier corporations, all vying to become the most
Qui
profitable
praticamente
business in
consegni la
town.
roba,
But be warned, a maniacal
facendo
scheme is afoot
le
that
cose
threatens
fighe.
more than just the business
Magari la
model
polizia ti spara
protagonists operate
pure.
under.
Di Globo.
So it's up to you.
No, ma Game Pass
Bicycle
non
courier.
credo che sia nel Game
To
Pass.
deliver
Non lo so, magari
this
c'è nel
foot-long
Game Pass.
grilled chicken, cheese, and tritzel melts
Ma
and
questo è PC Gaming
Save
Show,
the
non è
world.
Xbox. Parcel Corps.
Hi everyone, I'm Max
Mica
from Reycom
paura.
Games, a two-man studio based in Sweden, working on the game Fabledom, currently available in early access.
In questo mondo magico ci sono i porci volanti. Porci con le ali. Tu come stai, coach? Porci che volano like my real life. Mi sfrutto bene, grazie a te. Un pochino stanchino, però bene. Tutto ok.
Welcome.
Ancora devo abituarmi al fatto che
Fabledom.
abbiamo finalmente l'acqua a
Sorry
casa
about
dopo
the
2
pig.
settimane senza. Fa strano aprire il rubinetto e trovare l'acqua. Ok, pubblicità del Game Pass. Hai usato il Game Pass? Non l'hai visto forse, coach? C'è stato l'Xbox prima. Fanno un'espansione gratuita di Sea of Thieves su Monkey Island. Ed è tutta l'isola di Mare Island con tutti i personaggi di Monkey Island e le varie cose da
Don't
fare.
mind Sean.
Se
He's
ti può
just
piacere.
entering our PC Game Pass giveaway. We've got a bunch of 1-month subscriptions for new members to try the service. To get a chance of procuring one, visit the
Sono
URL on
impazziti?
screen now.
Ho visto qualche gruppo Telegram. Immaginavo. Ti lascio poi il flash. Questo è il Mega Man Like. Dovrebbe essere 30XX. DirectX. Resident Evil è di vacca da mungere, certo. No, sembrava fatto bene dal trailer. E poi dovrebbe averci 20XX, io dovrei giocarlo. No, beh, ci sta, ci sta.
Sean, before we continue with more exciting previews, I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
Well, yeah, great. Tell me more.
I've allowed viewers to pay a small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228, right? Great to be watching PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean and co.
Hey, I'm touched and a little wealthier. Keep them coming.
Z Blaze Paladins writes, did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look. You have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Day 9 lo
Hi,
conosci?
Sean 23 writes, I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance will not be denied.
Okay, it looks like that's it. Our shout-outs feature is broken. I'm so sorry. That's going to be all for shout-outs.
I haven't logged any errors, Sean.
Well, I'm seeing red flags across the board, and it's a real tragedy. Just can't be helped.
Day
Just
9.
like I can't help wanting
Lo
to
conosci?
see more previews. And with that, here's Creepy Jar's new
Lui è il
sci-fi
Day 9.
survival game, Chimera.
Sono ignorante. È uno streamer, content creator, che fa sempre il PC Gaming Show ogni anno. È simpaticissimo. Collabora con varie cose PC, è molto simpatico. Molto cringe, però a me sta simpatico, quindi va bene. Vediamo cos'è questo. E lui praticamente ogni PC Gaming Show lo gestisce lui e lo conduce lui. Ogni anno. È simpatico, è simpatico. Non che lo seguo io particolarmente, però l'ho visto qualche volta, ho sempre trovato simpatico. Cos'è questo? Che era una supernova. Meglio di Starfield. A te cosa ti interessa Starfield? Perché prima con l'Xbox l'hanno fatto vedere molto. Chimera. Chimera. Sì, ma non è che si sia capito molto. Poi immagino che spoilerei gli alieni. Non è ancora invecchiato abbastanza e guardo roba vecchia per lo più. Ci sta, ci sta. In cui c'era un po'. Ci sta. Se tutto quello che si è fatto vedere è davvero lì ed è fatto bene, sembra molto, sembra fantastico. Anche da parte mia che non sono particolarmente interessato. Now is the day cursed pirates have their way. That's the life we live, come along for the trip. When plans go astray, we find us a way. We put them to a stop and give them the chop. We're a cursed crew and Marty's our ship. Soul magic restores our crew from before, yes, before. Black pearls in our chest. Vedete poi roba interessante, ogni tanto sì. E sembra il loro gioco più incredibile. Però vedremo cosa ne uscirà. C'è l'Inquisizione, quindi la pirata combatte l'Inquisizione. Ignacia. Treasure she pursues across the ocean blue. She'll conquer the brine for her grand design. That's the life we live, come along for the trip. When plans go astray, we find us a way. We put them to a stop and give them the chop. We're a cursed crew and parties are. Quanto lungo? Sì, il trailer è troppo lungo. Il trailer è troppo lungo, sono d'accordo. World Premiere di nuovo. Sono i pirati versus Inquisizione. Vediamo che è questo. Legatore di Exo One che non conosco. Realistic Exoplanetary Exploration. Cioè sei uno di quei droni tipo quelli che mandano su Marte che si cappotta? Allora questo poi scappa, ok. Exo Rally Championship. Ah, what championship? What?
Exo Rally Championship might be racing its way across the stars, but it's already raced its way into my heart. Anyways, if you're not aware, I've got something of a history with the real-time strategy genre.
Però se c'è il Rally Championship potrebbe piacere a Vince, che dici? Potrebbe piacere a Vince, no? Cioè, sono le auto, c'è il Championship. Il Rally.
Curious. Can it be just a coincidence then that I'd end up the kind of man to name himself an AI visionary? I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for the eagerly anticipated RTS from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios. It's Stormgate, and today we don't
Stormgate RTS da uno che lavorava a Warcraft e StarCraft.
Gameplay, but we're also joined by Frost Giant's president and game director Tim Campbell here to tell us exactly how Stormgate will delight all minds, artificial or otherwise. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim.
Vediamo che sto Stormgate.
Now, I've been following Stormgate for years.
Opportunity Rally Championship.
What
Non lo conosco.
is Stormgate?
Stormgate is our modern take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command and Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes resources, building sprawling bases,
trovata con
huge armies
opportunity
on the
di drone che
battlefield.
sopravvissuto per su Marte. Ah, quello! Ah, ok.
Is
Pardon,
something
non
that
avevo
should be
capito.
enjoyed by players of all skill levels. And so we've put a lot of effort into making sure that Stormgate feels good, whether you're a pro with high technical skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
Now, Tim, I understand that you brought for all of us, but in
A
particular
presto,
for
coach.
me,
Buonanotte, grazie
a
per essere
present to show
passato.
today.
Grazie.
What are you going to show, Tim?
We are going to show gameplay from the pre-alpha of Stormgate.
Yeah.
Now,
fammi
this is
vedere,
something
spero
that we
che
are
esca
big
bene.
believers in at Frost Giant. We want to share this current state of the game today.
Let's take a look. Oh, Tim, I'm so excited. And right away, this looks like an RTS.
Ok, la base, la roba
This
da
is the classic
prendere,
start to a 1v1
i minion
match.
che
What
prendono
you're
la
seeing here is the
roba,
human faction
costruiscono
as
le
they're sending
cose.
workers out to harvest resources. They're starting to construct building. They actually build them by 3D printing them from the ground up. And you can see them now starting to train troops so they can have an army that goes out in the field to fight.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, we see in the corner coming up, this looks like a scout unit.
Yeah, that is literally a cybernetic dog with laser eyes. It is called the Scout. Okay, it's designed for
cani che se n'erano.
the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base trying to see
Ah,
what
lo sta
information he
curando
can find out
il
about his
coso.
enemy.
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information is such an important part of RTS games.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game. The Scout unit has been designed so it can actually sense units beyond its sight radius. So it's
awesome.
especially useful early on.
So we're heading into what looks like the first engagement of this game. What are we seeing?
Well, what we're seeing right here is the Red Scout getting surprised by a group of blue troops coming through the Light Force, which is the new train type and a twist on the tactical battlefield here.
And how do these light forests work?
The Light Force lets smaller units move through them. They have concealment. It's allowed Blue to raid Red's base, in which case Red is barely getting a turret built with their speed building from their workers, another human faction advantage. And they're about to pop out a couple extra defenders here from their mech base.
So we got these huge mechs, and I mean, just visually, it looks like they are countering the heck out of these blue.
Siamo tutto
infantry. Can these
cibernetico,
red
a
mechs fit through the
prescindere.
forest?
No, they're too big to go through. They're heavy units. They're designed to use their chain guns to go through groups of enemies, but they can't fit through the Light Force, which Blue knew and used to.
Quindi non possono passare attraverso
Okay,
le
so we're in
foreste.
mid-game. This is
Ok.
normally where you make some big tech decisions. What's Red up to?
You're seeing Red commit to a tech path that gives them big battlefield mechs and air units like this evac.
Questo trasporta
And it looks
l'unità.
like they're just dropping right on top of Blue,
Esatto.
who was killing a chicken. What's the chicken there, Tim?
Yeah, that's a giant chicken with a Viking helmet on it. Use your imagination. Stormgate's in pre-alpha, and that's art that we haven't gotten to yet, but imagine it as a big Mad Max Raider.
It's the most threatening placeholder art for now. And oh, I see Red diving onto Blue, and hey, picking back up into the air transport.
Classiche
Some
cose
classic
che si fanno
high-level
anche su
micro.
It is, and it's
StarCraft.
really important for Stormgate that we maintain a high skill
Scusa un
ceiling so that
attimo.
players can express
Dimmi.
themselves on the battlefield by
Atlas
maneuvering
sono
and
dei
how they interact
clown.
with the battlefield.
Perché?
And here we have the
Che hanno
final
detto?
fight of the game, and it looks like Blue is coming up against those mechs. Red is trapped on the other side of the trees. Oh, wait, they can blast through them now? And Blue's dodging these enormous shots, and we can also see Blue swarming in from both sides. This is not looking good for Red.
No, it's pretty grim. Red is on the ropes right here, and they've been outmaneuvered.
Since the basic concept of Persona 3 Remake was to remake Persona 3,
Man, and of course,
we
there's
don't have the
GGs.
fast portable.
Classic ending to an RTS game. GG. get tastosis on that stat. Outside of 1v1.
Cioè volevano fare... Hanno fatto il remake solo dell'originalissimo Persona 3. Quindi non c'è la roba della protagonista femminile, non c'è il contenuto aggiuntivo, non c'è The Answer. Tu lo sai, Og, che tempo 1 o 2 anni dopo ti fanno Persona 3 remake fessi tutti, vero? Lo sai.
And you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the
No, il gameplay lo migliorano sicuramente. Tu lo sai, vero? Che lo fanno apposta perché poi ti possono milcare come hanno fatto con Persona 5 Royale, vero? Così te lo fanno comprare 2 volte. Che merde! Scusate, sta cosa lo reagire. Comunque mi ispira Stormgate, però bisogna vedere ancora Alpha. Però ricorda moltissimo per StarCraft.
Get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Sono dei clown incredibili. Ah, ma cos'è sul Game Pass il gioco, penso? Vaffanculo, guarda Atres. Se ne riparlerà quando uscirà la versione vera. Che è sta roba? Oh mio Dio, ma che è? Ma che cazzo? Ispira, è inquietantissimo, però ispira. Oh, early access.
Men, you are about to embark upon the great crusade towards which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory.
World War II?
Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Comunque davvero Og, cioè, non sono neanche troppo sorpreso, onestamente. Però che clown di merda che sono. Mamma mia. Che schifo proprio. Cioè la gente si lamenta di, giustamente, di EA, di Blizzard. Minchia, Atlas è proprio schifo. Atlas pure è proprio schifo. Sono delle pratiche davvero di merda. Ok, ma quindi cos'è? Ah, ok, non è FPS, Cioè, dubitate fosse un FPS. Non mi ispira per niente comunque. Hanno venduto indietro in Odyssey a 40 euro ciascuno, in bundle 90, wow. Let's lose. Oh mio Dio. Ma che... Quando ho visto in Square Madras, sì, minchia. Wow, particular game.
Moment, Map Jack. Wish list now.
Mamma, che cavasso!
Ah, ti siesti un buon...
Guarda che cavasso!
Esse è un mio Rio Grande, c'è.
Ma che cazzo c'è? Un Forex. Revival Recolonization. Gli zombie. Questo l'abbiamo già visto 2 volte. No, non mi interessa. Mi stanno sparando tutti a ratti adesso. Stiamo arrivando alla fine.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But, good news! PC gaming
Bisogna stare girando come show. No, credo che semplicemente stiano scaricando le ultime cose che rimanevano.
If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers at home can't get their hands on some of that bleeding edge hardware.
Your concerns are both unnecessary and convenient, Sean. As the long-term vanguard of gaming, Alienware continues to offer high-end PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial origins,
ovviamente il PC Gaming Show ora ti fanno di hardware PC.
Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my trading model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Great. But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Se vi interessa roba Alienware, Davide mi sembra che sarebbe già preso il PC per farlo.
When using Alienware, you get a performance that is very, very difficult.
Angry Box, che cazzo ci fa Angry Box qui?
Gamer look to it. Literally everything I do is powered by Alienware, and it just makes me so happy.
Che cazzo ci faceva Angry Box? Torna a giocare a Smash.
Don't miss your shot at Alienware giveaway.
L'hardware anche no.
Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe
Scannalo, non potete scannarlo perché ci sono io davanti. Ah.
Core i9 processor for the fine price point of 3? Oh, it's enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of predictive algorithms and generative software. I am fundamentally incapable of belief.
Look, I understand.
I also don't have blood.
Andando poi un'ora e mezza. Particolare, non me l'aspettavo.
No, absolutely not.
Dura più dell'Xbox Showcase di base. E eliminando Starfield da fare. L'ho perso da adesso.
Let's have a look at some
posso scannare te?
DLC for Vampire Survivors. Oh boy.
Che è un nuovo DLC di Vampire Survivors. Ma ti rendi conto sto cazzo di gioco quanto è esploso? Incredibile, impressionante. Oh, hype! Sarà un nuovo DLC, direi. Devo continuarlo un po', l'ho lasciato in molti sospeso Vampire Survivors.
Cosmic Finger.
Sì, ma voglio i nomi italiani io. Tipo McCoglioni. 1.5 update available tomorrow. Ah, è un update? È un update per tutti? Non è neanche un DLC? Non sono così anche nella versione inglese, Ray. Lo so, però gli italiani lo capiscono queste cose, gli inglesi non le possono capire. Esatto, intendevo dire quello io.
Can you
Oh,
generate
il gatto di Baldur
awesome
3.
character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting spells like that. Can you like give me a sample piece of art?
One moment. Here you are, Sean.
Oh, dear God.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours.
Me lo sognerò
if not
stanotte
days.
questo.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this wasn't the work of a trained professional, but do you have any professional artist work, you know, just to like compare?
I do. Thanks to the YouTube animators extraordinaire at MASH. Here's an original animation for Larian's Baldur's Gate 3.
My fellow adventurers, the road to Baldur's Gate has been long. We have fought cultists of a strange new god, battled packs of fearsome gnolls, and gone toe-to-toe with creatures from beyond this plane. And today we faced our greatest foe yet.
He was just so strong. And I think his blood was acid? I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No. First, I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then, we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not.
Ma ha a che fare con Baldur's Gate 3 sta cosa? Perché non mi ha mai dato l'impressione di essere comico Baldur's Gate.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these
Nel senso proprio dal tono.
swamps dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion, an elixir that could grant us the ability to converse with the creature. However, attaining it will necessitate a trade.
Give me his spleen.
Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason with the creature. Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance. Impart your knowledge upon us, and teach us the source of your power.
It's here. Frog. Oh, I didn't know you speak frog. Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed. You know, ever since the hag turned me into a frog, I've been down in the dumps.
Mi sembra molto una cosa che... boh. Non lo so. Fammi vedere Baldur's Gate 3 che è meglio.
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together, and if the mix doesn't work, we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
One of the things that's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion and also complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism, and it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of a window and see down the city slope, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my teammates might be down there. They might be running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just start adding layers and layers.
We can put lots more of the city onto the screen than they could in 1998. So we can do something that is more immersive, richer, has more texture to it.
It feels like you are walking around a place where there are lots and lots of people living their actual lives.
You have crowds that are walking around, can talk to pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
All the things that you have done up to the city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything just gathering there.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that you've been through.
All the stories that you have been following, and all the decisions that you've been making, they all come to fruition in that lower city.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, This place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol.
Ah, perché lanciare palle di fuoco in faccia ai
During
bambini?
production, we
Così
felt
di
like the
botto.
city was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the real world, and then you can indulge in the completely fantastical.
And then when you walk into the city, the noise of everybody talking to each other, the knowledge that everywhere you look, you can go there and you can do something, the knowledge that you can fly through it, it's great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
Si sono fatti il culo a fare la città.
Larian Studios breaks the classic RPG series out of a 2-decade retirement when Baldur's Gate 3 finally releases on August 31st. Up next, we're forging ahead with more fantasy as
Cavolo, si va
flame-headed
ancora
fighters face
avanti.
ferocious
Enorme sto PC che mi sciora, me l'aspettavo.
After all, what's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors? I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
Perché Day Night? Ti voglio bene. La coppia ce ne tirano ovunque. Cazzo, però come roguelike. Un'altra War Premiere. Oddio, che è?
What?
Sto ben processando quello che sto vedendo. Ok.
Would you like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction horror, Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up to confront interdimensional terrors, venturing deep into unstable time risk tasked with uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies. A great way to enjoy the outdoors. Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
Unreal 5, sto gioco.
You seriously don't have any signal?
Not even one bar, there's nothing. I can't get
Stealth extraction horror, no? In che senso? Tipo Dead by Daylight? Per la extraction intendo. Abbiamo stato tipo 60 giochi. Sì, ma madonna di giochi hanno mostrato, ammazza! Alti e bassi, però minchia. È un sacco di world premiere. È interessante. No, direi comunque non è Dead by Daylight, ma non capisco.
We gotta find the others, dude.
Bene. Dai con i jumpscare. Cosa ne sono dovuto sprire un altro? No, non muore, non muore. È che qua non stanno finendo, eh. Qua continuano a mostrare un sacco di roba.
Haha! I can't believe it worked! This is it. This is the key to... Ah, you're alive. Ready to go back in?
Ci stavo. E invece no, beccati un'altra World Premiere. Quante cazzo di World Premiere hanno fatto? Madò! È incredibile, non me l'aspettavo mica. Cosa così grosso il PC Gaming Show. Pensavo di avere migliaia, bilioni, miliardi di anni. We were wrong.
Thousands of us answered the call, rallying to save those we can. Every one of our ships a ray of hope. Captain.
Ah, sono tutti scappati dal pianeta per trovare una nuova casa. Comunque se devi andare non ti preoccupare. Non ho idea di quando finisca. A sto punto penso che le 2 ore se ne fa.
Soft landings, Captain.
Hearthless, senza terra. Non si è visto niente di gameplay, minimamente. Il concetto è molto interessante.
As great as Earthless looks, it makes you wonder, how are we in the real world gonna fare when our big, beautiful sun enters its twilight years? Me, I'm optimistic. Who knows what we'll achieve by then? Every billionaire-funded space rocket that detonates moments after takeoff is one more step on the winding road of progress. Up next, tie on those togas and make merry with fine wine as all roads lead to this newest city.
Nova Roma.
Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
Dai, allaghiamo Roma! The Kingdoms and Castles. City Builder? Semplice City Builder? Semplice, ora, semplice tra virgolette. Ah, ci sono pure gli dei che si incazzano. Che devi pure fare il bravo con gli dei perché sennò si incazzano e ti mandano tutto a fanculo. Che ammazza un tiro di corsa. Oh mio Dio. Survival strategy game. Poi c'è scritto la parola epic, quindi è epico.
The Great War is over. All we want is to return home. To the newborn Czechoslovakia we fought for. Brothers and sisters.
Ispirato da eventi reali. The Great War.
None of us thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. We still hope to see our home once again. Across the endless snowfields of Siberia. Through territory disputed by the Red and White armies.
Diciamo un survival però, Major Your Train and Crew. Sembra interessante questo.
Far from our loved ones. Outnumbered by enemies, we fight to make our way. Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive. This is our last chance. Our last train home. Will you lead us?
Last Train Home. Mi piace molto il concept. Se survival, possono vedere gli altri personaggi, andare avanti lo stesso, tentare di sopravvivere fino alla conclusione.
Historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers traveling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing though. Puppets can't be trusted. As proof, watch as Sesame Street meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
No, per carità.
Hey Gordon, it's Kyle. I know we're dropping this on you last minute.
Survival horror. My Friendly Neighborhood.
Activated itself last night and started broadcasting.
Ah no, questi sono Muppet. No, cioè non è... No, ok, non è quello che pensavo con Neighbor. Che palle, dai, non si sono visti tanti horror, dai. Questi sui Muppet. Cioè, non so, incrociano letteralmente i Muppet, però posso fare dietro Muppet. Ma che cazzo? Sta bene senza i Muppet versione creepy. Sì, diciamo. Sembra carino, devo dire che sembra... Allora, detto horror, però mi sembra più cazzaro che horror. Poi se ti vogliono morte, ok, però...
I ended early. Can we go back to the beginning?
A sprint victory and points up.
Oh, Formula 1.
Push as much as you can. Cubby. Can they push more, I wonder? They can't afford to sit back and relax now.
Basta automobili parte 3. Ma sono automobili di Formula 1. Sono diverse dalle altre automobili. È ancora peggio. Sono d'accordo personalmente. Normalmente non mi interessano i giochi di auto, per quanto non mi dispiacciono.
that McLaren with a great overtake.
Assolutamente non mi interessa in Formula 1.
Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Ah, è Formula 1 Manager. Ah, è Manager. Detto sono migliorati con sì, questo è il Manager però.
Hey Frank AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
Sono io che non sono
Attracting
interessato.
considerable viewership, Sean. However, I've identified a simple programming adjustment to target underrepresented segments of our audience demographic.
Sì, no, giochi di guida di per sé non mi dispiacciono, ma non mi interessano. Ma un gioco di Formula 1 proprio non mi interessa
Cornering the
niente.
VTuber market. Smart, very smart. Just
Ma
not
che
really
cazzo,
sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Likes in Space.
Ma poi è Sailor, ma è Sailor Mercury con le tettone. Questa conferenza non ne posso più. Giorni di Madonna, sì, forse è un po' esagerata sta cosa. Questo e chiudiamo. Mettiamo la ruota e chiudiamo. Vabbè, ma sei un coglione, hai ripreso la ruota che avevi preso. Avete notato che iniziano ad esserci un sacco di giochi sullo spazio? Nuova moda? Cazzo. British 2, non conoscevo neanche il primo. Scusate. No, ti prego, no, è un cozy game, no, ti prego, no. No, è un cozy game. È con Stardew Valley. È un cozy game. Fai pure yoga, fai pure movimenti. I bambini dispersi ci stanno pure. Ah no, ma ci sta un assassino che ammazza le persone. Perché è più interessante, guarda. Ma che cazzo? Ma è un JRPG! Diciamo JRPG, vabbè. Combattimenti in questo modo. No, ci sono combattimenti così, quindi magari ti interessa di più.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes. But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't
Cosa
understand
sta
that
succedendo?
sentence. Would you like to hear more about sand types?
Oh, no need. I'm about to know plenty. Let's take a look at sand.
È incredibile, va avanti. Cazzo, gli sviluppatori tutti qui sono venuti per mostrare la loro roba. Un world premiere, vediamo sto sand. Proudly made in Ukraine. Dai, cazzo. Queste cose le fanno vedere solo qui. Ma infatti, un sacco di world premiere ci sono state, eh. Incredibile a montare. Bei baffi. Non sono un fan dei baffi, però bei baffi.
Завітайте в Лазуровий порт. У нас найкращі пляжі, готелі та ресторани.
Immagino sia ucraino questo.
М'ясо та пива.
Conosco la lingua, ma suppongo.
Ну, раз ми ліпші, то
Запалуй себе шампанським і морським оленем. А ти ж, Петро? А я, як завжди, маленьку банушу.
Anche se so che in Ucraina parlano un po' da diverse parti, diverse cose. Vabbè, con la situazione attuale. Madonna. Hanno solo sto trailer da mostrare senza gameplay? Brutta storia.
We have reached the end of this year's show, and we're saving something very exciting for the end. Dune Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation.
The end, for the end.
Frank AI,
Dune
what have you got
Awakening.
for us for the big finale?
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had, like, costumes? Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments. Oh my god, I could dress up maybe as
Ok,
like
per
a
Mariachi
giant
Legends, anche se non hanno fatto
It
vedere
would
quasi
require
nulla.
doing
Anche a me
entire
piace un
lots of
sacco Mariachi
processing power to
Legends.
render you as a sandworm, Sean.
Anche se mi ha fatto strano sentire il doppiaggio giapponese in un gioco
Don't worry about it,
ispirato al Messico
skip the
e ai Mariachi,
costuming.
però
It's just something that like
mi ispira un
Frankie and I
sacco.
used to do. Like,
Faceva
not
piacere era tanta
you,
roba.
like the real Frankie with
Lo
the
stile mi
fun hair
piaceva.
who's not a computer. Oh, man, there was this one year
Mi ispirava pure a
she
me.
was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot. And I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
I want to do the dress a bit so bad. I'm sorry. I tried to fire everyone and make money with computers.
Shut up and put the costume on.
What the fuck?
Frankie, would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's
Lei sembra un... Lei immagino dovrebbe essere un Fremen. Lui è un...
Dune Awakening.
Lui è un preservativo. Lei sembra un Fremen, lui è un preservativo. Questo minuto. Dovrebbe essere l'ultimo questo qua. Però sì, è tardi. Ci sta. Ti auguro una buona notte, Og. Grazie per essere passato. Domani, se ti interessa, c'è l'Ubisoft Forward alle 19.
My name is Joel Bylos. I'm the creative director on Dune Awakening. So Dune Awakening is a survival, open world, massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are invited to explore the world of Dune. They involve themselves in politics, they involve themselves in intrigue, they involve themselves in combat. They have to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe. So when Dune Awakening begins, you are a castaway on the planet in the deep desert, and all you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal. And you need to creep into enemy camps and knife them in the back and steal the water from their still suits. By the end of the game, perhaps you're running a guild. You have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying in formation, sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them, tanks kicking up a cloud of dust as you drive to a spice blow in the distance in order to harvest with your guild. And you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming. That's combat in Dune Awakening.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms, you need to find water, it's a constant threat against survival. The sandworm, every time you try to cross the desert, the sandworm will come. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
Il vermone.
Dune Awakening is built on a foundation of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorms that sweep across Arrakis. Then we have politics and intrigue, which speaks to the faction gameplay of the game. It's about, you know, siding with one of the factions, thinking about how they work together, perhaps assassinating members of the other factions. Then there's infinite exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world changes over time. We have a concept called a Coriolis storm, and when it sweeps across the landscape, the sands shift, revealing
Quindi il mondo cambia nel tempo,
making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined
più passa il tempo con
la
sabbia che può crescere o diminuire.
Melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally, we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about like the visual expression and customization, which of course we have armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy? Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for. All of these things built into these pillars.
So the journey of the player, we've divided that into 4 parts. We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging onto life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well, and you might want to take their stuff. Then, in the control phase, you may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis. However,
Spice importantissimo su Arrakis.
There's always someone lurking around the
Non è che abbia letto, non ho neanche visto.
So the goal of the control phase
Però
is that
ho dei
you are
bei
clinging
ricordi
to
di
control.
Dune 2000
Whenever you get
che ho
into
adorato,
combat
anche
in
Dune
the
2
desert of
ho
Arrakis, try
giocato.
to get it over with quickly,
Ho
because
un
not only
minimo
are you
di
fighting human
contesto molto
combatants,
leggero
planet
ce l'ho su
Arrakis
Dune.
itself is the
non
greatest
so quasi
protagonist
niente.
there is.
Mi piacerebbe tanto rivedere Dune 2000
And with that, the PC gaming
su
show
GOG perlomeno.
2023 is done. And what a
succede.
show it was. And what a lesson for me, honestly. AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus
Sì,
would
lui è un
think to replace
preservativo,
the
Roy.
human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real
Ho
human
letto
dumpster.
un
to pull
terzo
that.
del libro di Dune, infatti devo continuare quando finirò mi guarderò finalmente un film nuovo. Devo vedere ancora il film di Lynch
Yeah,
pure.
you betcha.
Quando cito Dune 2000 io cito un RTS di Dune, che c'ha pure le cutscene del FMV con i personaggi. Mi piacerebbe pure portarlo un giorno di questi, solo che è pure difficile da emulare, da gestire da PC. E non è disponibile su PC.
Bye bye.
Abbiamo finito!
Bye.
Mi dispiace perché mi piaceva un sacco. I filmati poi erano fantastici, che vedevo con gli attori veri. Devo vedere ancora un altro, è tipo una miniserie. Non è un gioco,